What's going on, everyone? My name is Chase from Fleet Feet Cincinnati, and today we're going to be talking about the New Balance 1080 version 15. So we'll get to the elephant in the room here in a second, but starting off talking about the upper of the shoe, we do have a total redesign compared to version 14, so a new engineered mesh upper on the top of the shoe. As far as the outsole goes, we are covering a good amount of surface area on the bottom, and then finally the elephant in the room. Version 15 is no longer going to have fresh foam underneath the foot. We're getting into a new cushioning system called Infineon. So Infineon isn't going to be a whole lot different than fresh foam when we talk about the 1080 and the cushioning system underneath the foot. Both of these options are still going to be very plush underneath the foot. Infineon definitely a little bit more squishy, and I think this version 15 is a good in-between between version 13 and version 14. I remember a lot of people when talking about version 13 thought the shoe was way too plush and there was not a whole lot of energy return when it came to the cushioning system. And then version 14 definitely firmed it up a little bit. It was still in that max cushion neutral style category, but definitely more firm than version 13. I think 15 kind of sits right in between those two. It is definitely a very plush option, definitely in that max cushion category still. And when I saw this and saw that we weren't going to have fresh foam cushioning underneath the foot anymore, I was a little bit nervous. But I am happy to report that we really didn't change the 1080 a whole lot when getting away from fresh foam. It still feels like that natural 1080 feel, very soft, but finally with a little bit more energy response, and actually Infineon becoming a little bit lighter than the fresh foam option. For my stat lovers out there, a men's size 9 is coming in at 9.2 ounces, which, like I talked about, a little bit lighter than the version 14, I think about an ounce lighter in a men's size 9. 170 price point, so is a little bit more expensive than last year's model, and still coming in at a 6mm drop height, which is the exact same as last year's model. I think this is a fabulous option for someone who is looking for a workhorse in their rotation. A shoe that you can put on for easy runs and just really tick away the miles. I think the 1080 is a fabulous option, and it always has been. For those 1080 lovers that are kind of nervous about the change, not going to feel a whole lot different underneath the foot. Like I said, it is an update. It's definitely a new cushioning system, but it still holds true to what it's always been known for. Available today, January 15th. Stop into your local Fleet Feet Cincinnati store and pick one up.